Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. I am Chantel Taldili of A Beautiful Surprise, and thank you so much for being here. Those of you that are hopping on live, I see you already. And I'm looking back and forth because LinkedIn is saying that they're not going to let me go live. So I don't know, figure that out later. But good morning. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here. If you approve StreamYard to show your comments, then I can see who you are. StreamYard was being kind of silly yesterday. I was in another live with someone else and I was commenting and it wasn't allowing me to say who I was. But anyways, that was a random thought I had. So thank you so much for being here live. I wanted to do a live today on I'm nervous about ... If you can see the topic up above. And the reason why is a client / friend, which, you know, all of my clients become friends, had messaged yesterday in the Rise Tribe and had said that she's really nervous about presenting in her corporate job coming up in 2 days. And so I thought, what better time to come in here and do a topic on I'm really nervous about ... because you can fill in the blank for anything. And this is what I love about tapping is that whatever the topic is, you can replace that with something else. So she's really nervous about presenting for her corporate job, but you could replace that with anything in life that you're really nervous about. And so let's just talk about this really quick before we go into a tapping session. I wish I had longer than 25 minutes to do this, but I teach a Pilates class in 28 minutes. So I'll make it 25 minutes long. So we will do probably 2 rounds of tapping, maybe even 3. Oh, 3. But let's talk a little bit about what nerves are, what they mean, and this is what I talk about in the Rise Tribe as well. So hello, everyone. If you're joining me right now, please leave a message down in the conversation box. I would love to share it out. If you have a friend that you know or a family member or loved one that's maybe really nervous about something, which, like, you know, if they're human, they probably are, then mention them down in the conversation box below. They will see this, hopefully hop on live, and if not, join us for the replay. And if you're joining me for the replay, you could hashtag replay and let me know. And if you are interested in joining the Rise Tribe, stick around to the very end and I will let you know how to join. And let's get going. All right. So when this person messaged me and said that she's really nervous about presenting here to her corporate job, I asked her a few questions. 1, where does she feel this nervousness in her body? And 2, what are the things that are playing out in her head? What is she telling herself over and over again? Because a couple of things will let me know what's going on. 1, when you can sense it in your body and you get out of your head about it, it pulls everything down and it pulls it into your soul, so to speak, right? Where your body and your soul connect. And you can all of a sudden go, that's why I'm feeling that in my gut. That's why my stomach hurts. She said solar plexus. So this is why I'm saying that. Another thing is, are these nerves, do they feel like they're constrictive? As in, I don't want to do this. I'm so nervous to present and it feels very, very constrictive. I want to focus on something else. I don't even want to do it. Or does it feel very, very like you're nervous about it, but it feels expansive? It feels like I'm so nervous about this, but it's the direction I want to go. And so there's 2 different ways of like kind of approaching these topics. And again, this is what I teach in the Rise Tribe. And I know in particular, this person, hers is constrictive. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to present because she knows that her heart, she knows that her dharma is pulling her in a different kind of direction. And so another thing that I teach in the Rise Tribe is that everything is absolutely always playing out for our greatest and our highest good. And so immediately when she messaged me this, what ran through my head was that this was a trial run. This is practice for her. She's practicing presenting in this corporate job because once she steps into what it is that she's really meant to do, she's gonna have it. She's gonna got it. Like that. She's gonna be able to present because it's coming from her heart, out of her head. And she's already had the practice, so to speak, of presenting. I know that she's also really nervous about the feedback that she'll get from her boss, that she's not, this is from her, a strong presenter. And the reason why she might get that feedback, she's nervous about getting that feedback because she's got that same feedback before. But one of the reasons why, like when I hear that, is that it's just not in alignment with you. And so you could be the strongest presenter, period. And your boss will tell you that you're not, because it's not an alignment for you, because you're getting set up to really feel the pull to take more action towards what it is that you really want to do. Comment below if this is making sense. Let me know. Okay, so we're going to do a round here of tapping. This is what I would, if I was doing a private session with her, this is what I would have her do. Top, right on the top of the head. We're bypassing all of the breath work and the side of the hand stuff, and we're just going to the top of the head. And, decide for yourself what feels good when you tap on the top of your head. Some people just whatever feels good. Take a breath here. No deep breath work, just a breath. Get into your body about it and say, I am so nervous about this upcoming presentation. Eyebrow point. It's all I've been thinking about. Side of the eye. And if I'm being honest, I'm really annoyed by it. Underneath the eyes. I am so nervous to present in 2 days. Underneath the nose. What if my boss tells me I'm not a strong presenter? Underneath the mouth. He, she probably is going to tell me I'm not a strong presenter because I've done that before. Take a breath. Collarbone point. I am so nervous about presenting. Underneath the arms. And I feel this in my solar plexus. Underneath the chest. I feel this in my gut. Wrist point. I don't want to present. Top of the head. I just want to focus on what I'm meant to do in this world. Eyebrow point. But my day job keeps getting in the way. All right, so here's where we're going to slow down just a little bit. You can close your eyes if you know the tapping points. We're going to keep your fingers attached right here at the eyebrow point. Close your eyes, and with your fingers attached at the eyebrow point, draw a line to the side of your eye. Drop your elbows. Plant your feet firmly on the ground if they're not already. And then start to tap a little bit slower and just a little bit softer. Notice what your nervous system is doing right now. You've got 2 rounds that we've tapped along those meridian points, and maybe you notice a little bit more of a calming sensation in your body, and just be aware of it. Just pay attention to it. You're tapping softer and slower. Now place the fingers on the side of your eyes and draw a line underneath your eyes and start to tap there, and relax your eyebrows even more. Take a deep inhale through your nose, out your mouth. And you're going to repeat after me and say out loud, I trust the universe. Keep your fingers on your face and draw a line just underneath your nose. Tap slowly and softly and say, I trust the universe. Sometimes I just get caught up in my head. Let's go underneath the mouth. You can keep your eyes closed. So I'm going to ask myself right now, collarbone points, what do these nerves really mean? What are these nerves trying to teach me? Underneath the arms. Is it possible that I am so nervous about presenting? Underneath the chest. Because it's going to push me in the direction that I really want to go. Wrist point. Is it possible that I really don't want to present because I'm not meant to? We're going to go back to the top of the head here. Take a breath. What's the lesson in all of this? All right. So take another deep breath. You can slowly open your eyes. And I know she's here. You can comment if you feel safe about it. Comment in the conversation box below and let me know if this is resonating with you. And for anyone else, you can always, this is global tapping. And so if there's something that you're nervous about, you can always replace whatever I'm saying with what resonates with you the most. And just like you can check in with yourself and see how this is feeling. So the more you tap, the more that your nervous system will recognize what's going on and start to calm down so much quicker. So even though this topic doesn't, I don't resonate with it. I'm not nervous about presenting anything that's coming up, but I can feel my nervous system right now. It's like this internal vibration in my bones because my body is so used to the tapping. It knows the meridian lines, it knows the energy points. And just by slowing down, taking deep breaths, even just the tapping slower and softer, will allow you to think deeper into what is this that's really going on for me. I hope that makes sense. So yes, she said definitely exactly what I needed to bring it to the surface. Okay, and that's exactly what tapping is. So Steph, if you don't mind, tap or comment in the conversation box and say, what is it that now that it's coming to the surface, that we're in a one-on-one session, this is what I'd ask her. What is it that you need in order to move through the nerves and know that this is happening for you? And to know that this will come Friday after you've presented on Thursday, everything will be okay. You'll understand the lesson that's in this. So, the fact that she said that she's bringing it to the surface means that we're moving in the right direction. And this is what tapping is, right? So you bring everything to the surface, you speak it into existence so that you take away its power. Whatever we're afraid of, whatever we're nervous of, whatever we're depressed about or we're anxious about, is we're living outside of the realm of right now. And we're also giving whatever it is that's causing us to feel these emotions that we don't want to feel power. And in tapping, we calm the nervous system and we take away its power, it being whatever we're telling ourselves is the negative thing, because universal laws, there is no negative thing. So I'll wait here just for another moment, Steph, if you can say it, and then I'll put it in the next round. And hello, everyone. Hi, Steph. Hi, Mel. Okay, she said, I need to know that this is for my growth, for me to get over this hill that I've created for myself. Yeah. Okay. Let me post right here. I need to know that this is for my growth, for me to get over this hill that I've created for myself. So part of this is coming back to the Rise Tribe and understanding that absolutely everything is happening for your greatest growth and for your greatest good. And that, like she put my in all caps, this absolutely is for your greatest growth, Steph. It's also for everyone else involved. Your boss, that you're fearful that he or she is going to say that you're not a strong presenter, they are also growing and learning from this. They are learning and growing from your energy when you present. They understand as they move towards you or away from you what they need and what they want in their business, as well as everyone else that's going to be on that presentation, as well as your kids that are watching you feel nervous about this presentation and then watch you go into it and do it. I could go on and on and on and on. Beyond like everyone else is going to watch this live back. So it is for your greatest good, as well as the greatest good of the ripple effects out. So I think of the greatest good as like, I think inside my bones, and then inside like my tissue and my skin, and then out into my family, into my community, into the Rise Tribe, into the state of Utah, into the United States of America. So, and it just keeps on going and going and going. And then you can take it out into like galaxies and galaxies. Everything is a ripple effect. And so yes, 100% it's for your greatest good and it's a trust thing, and it's a practice for me to get over this hill that I've created for myself. So another belief system, taking it back, that a hill is a bad thing, and that you've created it for yourself. And so, this hill, you can call it a hill, and you can ride it out. It can be powered and it can propel you and it can lift you up and you can coast on down, or you can also really enjoy the hill on the ride up. And so it's a mind shift. I almost said something else. Mind shift things where for me to get over this hill. And so my assumption is that you're perceiving the hill as a bad thing, where really this hill is for your greatest growth and your greatest good. So maybe the hill of you doing this presentation and getting over it is so that, just like I was saying at the very beginning, that when you step into what it is that you really want to do, because I also know Steph is looking to do other things outside of her corporate job. You got it. You've done this. The nerves move from constrictive and I don't want to do this thing into expansive and I'm nervous about it, but it feels like I'm moving in the right direction. All right. I think that makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but and in my heart, but you can let me know if it does or not. And let's do another round here. Let's see. All right, so let's close our eyes. With your feet firmly planted on the ground, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Just kind of get the wiggles out, move your shoulders around, whatever you might need to do. And just see if you can feel yourself ground a little bit deeper. Can you somehow get in this next inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth heavier? Just let yourself kind of sink. Give your body weight to the ground, to the earth. We're going to ground it. All right. You can keep your eyes closed if you know the tapping sequence. I'm going to tap right here on the side of the hand. And say, even though I'm questioning so many things in my life, I love and honor who I am no matter what. Even though I'm really nervous about this presentation coming up, I love and honor myself no matter what. Even though sometimes I forget how brave I really am, I love and honor myself no matter what. Okay, we're going to go to the top of the head. I want to know that doing this presentation is for my greatest growth. Eyebrow point. I want to know that for me to get over this hill that I've created for myself, side of the eye, that everything is happening exactly as it should be. Underneath the eyes. How can I trust this? Underneath the nose. Can I just blindly trust the universe? Underneath the mouth. Is it possible for me to completely just trust myself? Collarbone point. What if all of this is happening underneath the arms for me to get more clarity on what it is that I really want? Underneath the chest. What if I'm super nervous about this presentation? Wrist point. And it's practice for me when I present in my Dharma. Top of the head. I'm starting to see this presentation a little bit different now. Eyebrow point. What would it take for me to actually get excited about the presentation? Side of the eye. I could maybe look at my boss's review about me. Underneath the eyes. And remember that their perception of me is completely their own. Underneath the nose. I wonder if it's possible. Underneath the mouth. To take the review that I get from my boss and use it for my greatest good. Collarbone point. What if they give me an amazing review? Underneath the arms. That means I'm a great presenter. Underneath the chest. And what if they give me a horrible review? Wrist point. It still means I'm a great presenter. It just means I'm meant to do something different. We're going to go back to the side of the hand here. And what that really does is it takes me all the way back to the very beginning. And knowing that if it doesn't feel right, and if it feels very, very constrictive, that it's not meant for me. We go to the finger points here. And what I know for sure is that I love and honor myself no matter what. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this realization now. Take a breath. Yeah, it feels like we're just scratching the surface on this topic, but I wanted to give a couple of really quick reframes around stuff that feels like I don't want to do that, or I'm really nervous about this, and just take a step back. One, is it constrictive kind of nervousness? I don't want to do this. It doesn't feel like it's moving in the right direction. Or is it expansive? I don't want to do it. I'm really nervous about it, but it feels like it's opening up the door to the next thing for me. And the reframe around this for Stephanie could be that it's not what she wants to do. It feels really restrictive. She wants to know and trust that this is all happening for a greater reason. And that comes back to embodying those universal laws and knowing that 100% everything is always happening. And not only that is it happening for her greatest good, but she is assisting for so many other people at the same time. So I hope this, I know it scratched the surface, it feels like. And so, with 1 minute left here, what we can do, Stephanie, is we can come back into the Rise Tribe and we can do a live, and I will assist you very particular on this. And then, like I mentioned at the very beginning, if you are interested in joining the Rise Tribe, you can hashtag down below RIZE tribe. And let's see if I can do this really fast. I don't know if I can. Hashtag Rise Tribe, and we will set up a call and see if you want to join and see if we're, a fit for one another. Did I do it? Oh, look at that. I did it. Technology. Hashtag Rise Tribe to set up a call, and we'll get going. We'll get rolling on this. But this really is this is what life's about, right? Is just trusting that everything is being thrown at you for your greatest good and thrown at you in the best kind of way. Good morning, Rosalie. Thank you so much for joining us. I know this helped. I know this will help so many other people. So if you have someone that's really nervous about anything coming up, again, if you're human, you probably do. Mention them, comment, and then know that this is a very, very global kind of tapping round. And so if it's something that resonated with you, even the slightest bit, knowing that when we do a private session, we speak to your subconscious directly. We use your words, we use the memories and the visualizations that you have around it. And we can clear out all of this nonsense, all of the chatter that you have in your head. We clear it out in tapping so that you can move forward. and really create the life that you want. That's the whole idea, right? Manifest what it is that you really want. You are so welcome, Steph. I'm so glad it helped. And feel free to comment in the Rise Tribe, and we will do a full session with you. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have an amazing day, and I will see you Thursday at 2:30 p.m. MST.